Moving on to the other Western Conference game. The LA Galaxy, one of the tournament's favorites, coming off a 9-1 aggregate win against the Colorado Chris Armises, while Minnesota upset RSL in two penalty shootouts. Minnesota, like Seattle, scoring only once and conceding once, winning both penalty shootouts handedly. The LA Galaxy had a masterclass in attacking. Their dangerous front four combined for over 10 goal contributions in two games. I cannot even believe I'm saying that. That was just an unbelievable show. I don't know if it was an unbelievable show of attack or just Colorado falling apart when it matters most, which once
A
again, a
Chris
Chris
Armas
Armas
playoff
special.
special. I told you.
Your thoughts? What do you think?
So I mentioned before about LAFC looking like talking about teams looking like, as unstoppable as they can be in the playoffs. And that is the Galaxy for me right now. I feel like out of every team that's left in this MLS Cup playoffs, they feel like the strongest team to me. They feel like they have momentum. They can score loads of goals. They can score as many goals as they need to beat you. The defense seems to be figuring things out and keeping them in games. Their head to head with Minnesota this year was actually really tight. The away fixture, or sorry, the game in Minnesota ended 2-2, and the game in LA finished with a 2-1 Galaxy wins. So it's been tight between the two teams this year. But having said all of that, that totally means that Minnesota is going to win this game, and because that's how the podcast curse works, all the signs point towards one team, we predict it, and then the opposite happens. So when Minnesota wins, don't be surprised. But I got to bet on the Galaxy here. I mean, I think the momentum is huge. Home playoff game as well. I think they are a much better team than Minnesota. I see them with a 3-1 win to move to the conference finals.
I love the precision. I didn't come that prepared. This is great.
Shocker.
I was trying to match your energy.
Shocker.
You were trying to match my energy. Love it. Um, the Galaxy have a much deeper bench, right? You look at the bench, it's like Brugman, Julian Aude, Marco Royce, like all these players with like either really, really like impactful starters or big names or young promising attacks. And then Minnesota, they're still impactful, but they're less familiar names, right? Tani Oluwase, Jeong Sang Bin, and Timu Puki, who we mentioned before, was like forgot he even played on the team. He's been so quiet this year. They play in such a counter defensive 5-4-1. They're just like pack it in, don't let them go, which I think is going to leave a lot of space for the Galaxy to occupy in front of them. Unlike RSL, I think the Galaxy have a ton of players who can pick apart that low block. The attacking front line is also going to be able to finish chances off there. LA Galaxy also have one other thing that puts them over the edge for me, and that's the coaching experience. Greg Vanney, perennial winner in TFC, domestic treble in 2017, made the Galaxy really fun to watch again. Eric Ramsey still figuring out the league and figuring out his team. It's really a David versus Goliath, but I am picking Goliath here. Give me LA Galaxy in regular time, set up an El Trafico, let's move. So you've got
I know I didn't predict it, but I would totally be down for an El Tráfico conference finals. That would be the hell is real equivalent for this season.
well, everybody's like, oh, we're getting Hell is Real, we're getting Miami, Orlando, or like Florida Derby, we're getting LA Galaxy, LAFC in the conference finals, and we're getting Miami Columbus in the conference finals. And it's like, oh, here's the Hudson River Derby, here's Atlanta Orlando, here's and then you still have a chance for the other ones. So we'll see how it goes. But